this again.
I just got an invite for F1 from Red Mask. What?
Why?
I don't know. Red Mask went in the same lobby, dude.
Is the stream up?
No.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah. My apologies about that. I don't know what's going on. Again, I am in the, Appalachian Mountains of Pennsylvania.
Nowhere. Swear jar.
Yeah. Luckily for me, I didn't miss much because it was just a quick turnover, so... we have a minute 18 left in qualifying. If you're not out on track like Black Hammer and Arkaka, you're going to be pretty much into the same position that you are, obviously. Everybody else, it's going to be quick, easy, whatever to the line. As Raptors goes P3 with a 28.8. He's not going to be able to get another lap in, I don't think. So that's going to be his qualifying over. Captain America... Actually, we're gonna go on with Gru. I don't know if he's next across the line here. 29.54. Yeah, that's gonna be that. Now it's gonna be quick and painless here. Carson Chong. It was Captain America. Oh, he invalidated his final run, so that's going to be his qualifying over. Whit J spun it out at a club, so his qualifying is pretty much going to be over now. Kiss My LZ is just crossed the line now. Red Mask crossed the line. So those two guys are going to be having one final shot at it. Oh my god, I just caught the end of that on stream. Oh my!
I wouldn't have had that if he hadn't have ran off in Baggett's because he slowed down for another lap to try to get a chance. So if Captain America takes pole, this will be another time where BK does not have a chance to fight a pole position.
Captain America is not going to be. Oh no, he's 6 seconds over his time. He's not going to have it. Kiss My LZ is going to be the benchmark here, I think, coming to the line. Raptors has pitted. I caught the tail end of that. That was terrible.
You'll have Kiss My LZ and Red Mask are the top two currently.
Yeah.
Right about 5 seconds split.
Right. Oh my gosh, that was close. He had to put a lot of faith into that one. I don't know what driver that was, but he had to put a lot of faith into that. As Kiss My LZ is going through Vale and Club now. Let's see. Red Mask invalidates, so that's his qualifying over. Kiss My LZ goes up to P3 with a 28.6. Just a 100th off of his teammate. And that is qualifying over, ladies and gentlemen. BK is on pole.
Another rough qualifying as well.
Yeah, I mean, compared to his teammate, but BK is on pole yet again. Captain America is P2. Kiss My LZ P3. Raptors with a surprise P4. I know he's had the unluckiest of seasons so far. So hopefully a race like this, if he stays in that position, will be good for his momentum and for AlphaTauri in general. Red Mask P5, Sean Boy would be P6, Gru P7, Scott P8, Carson Chong P9, Whit J rounds out the top 10, Arkaka's P11, Night Gaming Jr.'s P12, and Black Hammer did not set a lap. He will be starting in the back of the field tonight. Normally I'd go to you, but I'll start off on my end. Predictions are welcome in the chat. Everyone, always welcome to hear them. But for me, I'm going to go BKP1. I'm going to go... Oh, man. I'm gonna go status quo. I'm gonna go with BKP1. I'm gonna go Captain America P2, and I'm gonna go LZ P3. Honestly, I think after last week those Aston Martins have something to prove.
I'm looking at it, and from second to about 6th, it's really hard to see where everybody can sit. But I'm actually going to take an outside shot. I'm going to go BK, Raptors picking up a P2, and Sean Boy rounding it for P3.
Raptors and then Sean Boy P3. I mean, Raptors has the pace. If something goes his way tonight, it's very well possible. I just think the Aston Martins have something to prove. Regain some of that momentum that they lost out of Japan last week. Just my opinion. But again, everybody's predictions are welcome in the chat. Looking forward to hearing them. Or seeing them, I should say, in this case. How many polls is this for BK? It's round 10. I think he's gotten I was going to say, I think he's gotten at least 7, maybe 8.
I think it's 8 because I think Scholes got bumped up directly after round 2.
Very well could be. Welcome to the 13 people in the chat, matching the amount of drivers here tonight, 13. Usually it's a very unlucky number.
And you're in here, so it's really 11.
I quit. Oh, I hear it was 11. I quit.
11.
The roast of Deathstorm with P11 still continues.
Ooh. Speaking of P11, as we get this formation lap underway, it was a hilarious moment for me in Texas. And someone is doing a 360 off the line. Red Mask decided to. I think it's Red Mask. Yeah, Red Mask decided to do a little burnout.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it was hilarious for me in Texas when Crofty during the race decided to point out that Yuki Tsunoda sits in 11th place for the last 4 races in a row, going for a 5th P11 in a row. Unfortunately, he did not get it, but me and Texas had a laugh during the race when that came up.
Yeah, at my expense. I was at work, thank you very much, so I couldn't defend myself, so, you know. Jesus. So anyway, again, for those 13 people, some of which that popped in, as you see, BK is on pole, Captain America is P2. We're going to go tires here. Kiss My LZ P3, Raptors P4, Red Mask P5, Sean Boy P6, Gru P7, Scott P8, Carson Chong P9, Whitjay P10, Arkaka P11, Ike Gaming Jr. P12, and Black Hammer P13. Red Mask, Gru, Scott, Whitjay, and Black Hammer all on the hards. Everybody else is on the medium, so it's a pretty well split 6 and 7 tonight. Nobody's decided to go onto the soft compound tire. I don't see that happening until the very end if there's a late safety car like there was in EU3 this afternoon. But I do see the potential for penalty bingo tonight.
I can see it. Maybe dependent on how many racing laps we actually get.
Right.
I know that Silver said it's gonna be.
Two Spell actually did win the EU3 race this afternoon due to basically everybody around him getting penalties.
Penalty bingo? We'll see it.
Just about.
Down to 2 Pepsis.
I am drinking a Turkey Hill green tea, and where I live, Turkey Hill green tea is the bomb. It is amazing, and end of story. It's end of story. Like, no.
That tries to file himself in for the last driver to file him in.
Yeah.
And looks like he's gonna get it.
Alright, we got 5 red lights about ready to go. I have a terrible camera angle, but I'm going to be on board with BK. Alright, Captain America's got a decent one. Yes, and away we go here at Silverstone. Everybody heading in toward Abbey. BK was able to keep it out in front. Captain America keeps it in P2. Sean Boy and Kiss My LZ fighting for P3 through Village and Farm. Pretty tight pack over here. Going through the loop of P4. Oh, Sean Boy's holding on to P4. It looks like the top 4 completely just broke away here. The battle's going to be for P5. It's a pretty big conglomerate of cars here. I'll return to the front battle momentarily, but Red Mask P6, on that hard compound tire. He's the first one on them. So once those mediums of the top 5 start falling away, look for Red Mask, Scott, and Gru, as long as they maintain their positions 6 through 8 to become a factor before the pit stops. Ike Jr. Gaming fell off a little bit. Whitjay's behind him. Carson Chung, P11. Black Hammer did gain a position, and the biggest loser out of the start was Arkaka. He is now at the back of the pack, but it is early. 26 laps here around Silverstone. And we don't know Arkaka's true pace because he didn't go on any soft compound tires. So it'll be interesting to see what he does.
What is the, we'll slap another part on those. Who, what?
Oh, speaking of Carson Chong, oh my god, he lost it at club, it looked like. Are we going to have a safety, or no, that's Vale, I'm sorry, that's Vale. We're not going to get a safety car lap 1. Carson Chong, unfortunately, in the Alpine, lap 1 DNF. Very unfortunate for him. He had a decent quali too. So for that to happen lap 1, I feel very bad for that man right there. He's been having a rough season too.
So we have to get 23 laps to qualify, or classify.
Right. Yeah, 23 laps is the number tonight.
But also, back to what I was saying, we'll add one on top of it. Who's going to be the first to pick up a 360 time penalty, and on what lap do we feel?
I'm going to give these guys the benefit of the doubt, with the exception of last week. It's been pretty clean in AM3. I'm going to give them till about lap 4 or 5 before I see 1.
I was actually going to go farther on. I was actually going to say more like a lap 7.
Okay.
7 or 8.
So general consensus, if we use a median, we'll just go about lap 5, lap 6.
Yeah. 6 is our middle point.
Right. But BK over here, he's already opened up a half-second lead on Captain America. Those 2 Aston Martins are holding together very well as Kiss My LZ with a 32.3 fastest lap of the race so far. DRS will be enabled this lap as we have somebody out in the back here. I believe that's Ike. Yes, it is. He lost it at a club. Black Hammer and Whitjay. Black Hammer and Whitjay.
Those hard tires of Red Mask and Scott are actually holding on quite well, not actually losing a lot of time.
Oh wow. Black Hammer. Oh.
Black Hammer's gonna get a switchback on Whitjay and kind of close him out onto the grass.
Ooh, and
Whitjay's gonna find himself right back alongside him, going down to the next corner. But
whoa! These guys are weaving like crazy into Brooklands and Luffield here. These 2 gentlemen are going to be fighting, it seems like, all night to start. That's just a decent overtaking move by Black Hammer, albeit a little weaving and pushing aside there, getting the elbows out. There's ain't nothing wrong with that here.
I think our next action's actually going to come from our Kaka down the hanger straight. I think he's going to get quite a run out of his final corner and have DRS down into Cops.
Oh,
Snow.
Right, yeah. Yeah, you know, you're good.
He's going to get it before he even gets out of the corners. He's going to pass him.
And Arkaka moves up in the P8. What a move by the Alpine. Nice setup by him. He was able to take advantage of it on the straightaway. That is crazy.
We're off to the races with the predictions. As Kiss My LZ sets fastest lap.
Again. Yeah, Shamboy's already second and a half, almost 2 seconds back of Kiss My LZ sitting there in third. He's dangerously falling into the clutches of Raptors here, who only dropped 1 position from his grid spot, which for him, there's nothing wrong with that. He's settling in very nicely. He's only 1.1 off of the top 4. Red Mask is starting to slowly fade away a little bit. That's going to be the case for the first, maybe 9-10 laps or so.
And then I haven't actually looked into its own when tires are actually going, but it's really dependent on driving style with these medium tires. The hards you can kind of drive 100% the whole way.
Yeah.
middle ground, so some drivers can take it longer than others. So it's just going to be interesting to see, like in a Gru's case in France, where he held them off to 21 laps or so.
I mean, last season when we raced here, I kind of pitted on lap 1, and I kind of almost got the hard tires all the way. I
was about to pit, and then my power shut off, so I lost 22 seconds and then did not pit at all. So
I remember that very well. But yeah, no, the hard tire, to reiterate what you were just saying, the hard tires can go for days around here in Silverstone. If you get 5 laps, honestly, and this is going to sound strange, I'm thinking about going softs hards tomorrow night.
I could see it. I just don't know if it's going to be worth it, as Witche spins until the last corner right across the line.
Yeah, I see. I'm on that now as gaming is going to be coming up.
If you're going to try that, you're going to need some safety car help, so it'll be interesting to see if any of these guys try to do the alternate strategy of what you have and go hards to softs at the end if they stretch the hards long enough.
I mean, if I could, in theory, get the hards to go 20 laps easily, I could stretch those softs 5 laps. And it's just enough. It's just a matter of how I feel, if I'm comfortable in the car or not tomorrow night. That's going to be the key. For me, anyway. I got to do something. I got to get out of the back of the midfield. Maybe a race like tomorrow night, if I'm off the beaten path when it comes to strategy, might actually benefit me. As Kiss My LZ.
Get a foot up in the back of the midfield. I'm trying to solidify myself in the front of the midfield as I'm just a little bit behind.
Yeah, as Kiss My LZ and Captain America flip-flop positions, LZ definitely has the pace. He's 1.2 seconds away from BK currently. But I think this might have been a Team Orders play where the faster Aston Martin, let's see what he can do as BK sets the fastest lap with a 32.0. Let's see what Kiss My LZ can do in clean air, as he did set the fastest Sector 3. So we're going to ride on board here with the Aston Martin in his pursuit to the lead on BK here. He's not going to have DRS down the Wellington straight, I don't think. That's a corner cut. That might be, and that should be a warning. Going down the Wellington straight, he's actually gaining on him on the Wellington straight, so he's definitely got a more straight line setup than BK. Going through left field. Heading toward the old turn 1 of Cops. And he is going to have DRS on BK going down the hangar straight. So this is going to be an interesting battle. And this is for P1 now. P1 through P3 is on the cards here. BK is going to be a sitting duck more than likely going down the hangar straight. Gets a decent run. Closing. He's half a second. He's going to back off here, obviously. But the move's going to be on very momentarily here, as the front 3 are only separated by 1.2 seconds, and they are in a 3-car DRS train. Going through Vale and Club. Kiss My LZ 131.9 sets the fastest lap of the race.
Another.
I don't know if BK is just struggling, as Severe Scott's the first one. Lap 7, good call.
Oh, yeah, baby, we called it. That's 2 for 2 so far.
Nice little prop bet, works out.
All the Arcaka move, and we called that. Tell them to bring me my money.
If only our basketball brackets were the same. Oh man, this battle is going to be tight coming up very shortly. He's closing. And Captain America is definitely closing as well. Like, he's hanging on the back of LZ here.
Be interesting to see. I think Sean Boy's actually, because he's kind of holding that gap now. I think that they're actually playing the long game, because they're probably going to be coming on a similarly close lap. So like double stacking where LZ and Captain America can't really do the same.
Yeah, I know. This is going to be.
Get closer, 3 tenths, 2 tenths.
Ooh, LZ's going to make the move.
You guys get big.
He's going to give him the room. He's going to give him the room. Ooh, BK.
Nice clean racing we like to see is because LZ just does not put it in the right spot for that corner complex. It's going to lose out.
No. Lose a little bit of momentum. To go with that, I think what's going to happen here is LZ is Captain America. Oh, no. That's not good. That completely just changes the complexion of this race as far as the Aston Martin camp is concerned. But before that, I was going to say LZ is probably going to just attack BK for all he's worth. And what will end up happening is one of these Aston Martins is probably going to undercut the Haas and his teammate. That would have been my guess. While the other one just attacks.
I don't think we might see it. I don't know if Captain America is willing to make the undercut and leave the DRS.
Yeah, I mean, he has a 2-second buffer.
These 3 or 4 cars are going to slowly peel away, and then a pit stop to the back of the group to get some DRS from the drivers as they also put in.
Right, this might be, as long as he can get a decent run out of Chapel here, this might be the lap that LZ goes for it, as BK does lose the front end a little bit. So down the hanger straight we come yet again. He's closing, he's gonna definitely go for it. He's gonna go for it as they make contact. Oh my god, they make contact. LZ does take the position.
No, Mikey, no.
They are going alongside. BK's giving it right back. Holy crap. What a fight. He wasn't letting that go without a fight. So Kiss My LZ does take P1. BK for the first time in a pretty long while. Oh no!
Kiss My LZ loses it.
Oh my gosh, no. That is very unfortunate now. That is detrimental to my podium and detrimental to the Aston Martins as a whole.
That actually puts my podium in a pretty solid spot right now.
Yeah.
Having my 3 guys up in that top 4.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to hear you.
As I think Whitjay is spun on the second to last corner.
Yeah, he definitely spun in club, it looks like. Ike fell off the back as well, unfortunately.
BK is is actually holding his ERS quite well. He's still only at 50 or 71, so he's able to use it when he needs to.
BK's at 70 or 73, and Captain America's also in 70s as well. So it's not, they're not draining.
When you use the wrong formula but get the same answer.
What was that?
When you use the wrong formula but get the same answer.
Smart Alec. Oh my god. My brain hurts. I don't want chemistry or physics or anything like that. Please and thank you. We have a yellow flag in Sector 3. LZ again. Those tires.
Going from bad to worse from him.
Yeah, he's gonna need a safety car to get back into this for sure. It looks like.
This actually has given Sean Boy a chance to creep back in. He's closed the gap to Captain America, which was at 3.5. He's now down to 2.4 and closing.
Right.
Those tires. Captain America's pushing on the tires. He's finally given way, because it looks like BK's also slowly creeping away in the corners.
As Arcaka's the third gentleman tonight that gets a 3-second time penalty. But Kiss My LZ, who was just leading the race a lap and a half ago, has fallen to 10th place. Very unfortunate for the Aston Martin. He's definitely gonna need a safety car and a little bit of help and a little bit of luck, to be honest with you, to get back into this. BK seems like he's got a little bit more in the corners than Captain America, but Captain America's straight line speed is absolutely ridiculous.
Yes,
as out of cops again. Oh man, he's
from bad to worse to horrendous as this race just keeps becoming a nightmare for LZ.
Bad to worse to horrendous. I like that idea. Oh my gosh. And there, oh, he saves it. No, he doesn't. Out of Chapel, or going into Chapel, he spun it again.
I can only make so many synonyms for bad. We're just gonna put it at a
Bad.
nightmare. Leave it at
Bad. Speaking of nightmares, I don't know if you, well, I don't think you watch wrestling, but quote unquote, the American Nightmare's WrestleMania dreams were a nightmare last night to him and a bunch of people who swore up and down, left, right, and center that he was actually going to win the title, and I'm one of those people.
Coming in, I don't know if this may be the end of Kiss My LZ's race, but he's finally getting off those melted mediums if he is coming back out.
Yeah, we're gonna find out.
It looks like he might be with how long he's been in the pits without a retirement. So
yeah, looks like he's gonna be coming back into play and hoping for a safety car. As Captain America does make a mistake, he's still in the DRS zone of BK though, so the move is still semi on here for the Aston Martin. Sean Boy has fallen 3 seconds adrift. I believe, like you said before, that may or may not be by design, as Captain America and BK.
Sean Boy stays out for another lap, so he's gonna assume P1. We'll see if the Raptors follows. Raptors follows out as well. Red Mask coming out of the corner. He's gonna stay out as well.
Arkaka's coming in. Scott's gonna stay out.
Rue out as well. Black Hammer out as well. Ike Jr. coming down the hangar straight. He's gonna be the next one around the final, around the final corners.
Arkaka's in. Let's see what Ike Jr. does. He's gonna come in.
Woodjay and Kiss My LZ are quite a ways back from the rest of the group.
Right. I know Kiss My LZ is gonna probably try to stretch those until the very end. Now at this point, wouldn't necessarily be a stretch.
Having the LZ mistake is that's gonna leave Sean Boy out for a chance at an overcut if Captain America does struggle to get those tires to heat up. As it looked like he might, because BK's actually opened up a 2-second and growing gap on him as his tires start to warm up. 2.1, 2.2, 2.3 now.
While you pay attention to that, I'm paying attention to the battle for current P4 between Scott and Crew and Black Hammer. Ike came in. Woodjay just passed him. As Severe Scott is feeling the pressure of the McLaren behind him and the Alfa Romeo behind that.
And it's Sean Boy, and I assume Raptors will follow him in, as Raptors will also find themselves crawling into the pits. Breaking down from 170 down to that 38.
37 miles an hour as Severe Scott dives into the pits after he got overtaken by McLaren and the Grew in the McLaren, and he gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So that's going to be Severe Scott's race.
That's going to be interesting.
Ooh, yeah, I don't like that at all. I think he's banking on safety cars.
So he's got to be going back to these back onto these medium tires for the first time today.
Yeah.
But yeah, onto the medium tires is Severe Scott. He's going to be the only car on track with those yellow medium tires as we look back up as Captain America makes a lunge on BK.
Ooh.
He's gonna or not BK, who's that? Sean Boy.
Sean Boy. Yeah, Sean Boy.
That overcut's actually going to come in a little bit clutch. He's going to actually put himself another 1.5 seconds up on where he was when they came in. It's just all about heating those tires up and getting Sean Boy after Captain America with Raptors with a 7-second gap back to Sean Boy for what would be a P4 currently.
Black Hammer.
Another 3 seconds. Or was that his first 3 seconds?
That's his first.
Oh, his first 3 seconds. Trying to make an attack on Grooves. He's going to go across the line again through Maggots and Beckett's. He's going to get DRS down the hair straight. He's going to have this move done and dusted before he even gets to the corner. Maybe coming across a little bit early on Brew, but does not look like it made any difference as he's going to open up a 1/2 second gap on him down into the final corners.
Black Hammer, though, is looking good so far. Starting on those hards. 12 laps. Well, actually, no. Did he start on the mediums? Lap 14. No, he started on the hards. Okay.
Woodjay is the only person to bid on lap 1.
Okay. That is right. But yeah, Gru, now he's starting to fall away a little bit from Black Hammer as he's twisting the screws and laying in the hammer. But Deathstorm made a funny.
Oh my god, he did a joke. He did the thing.
Right now the battle on track, well, other than the battle for P2, is the battle for P8 between Severe Scott and Arkaka. I'm on board with the Alpine driver here, as he looks to be lining Severe Scott up for an overtake. He's not obviously going to get him into Brooklands and left field. He's probably going to be setting the move up into Stowe, I would imagine, at this point. But those tires of Severe Scott, those medium compound tires, he should, by all rights, be able to coast away. As Arkaka keeps it neat and tidy, he's still there.
Yeah. Bad line out of the corner, but I feel like he gained some time here. Since Arkaka's gonna really quickly catch up to him.
Yeah, he made a mistake into Meggetts and Beckett's there, and he is a sitting duck going into Stowe here. Oh my God, they clip they clip a little bit into the side pod. I don't know.
There goes Scott spinning, and he's gonna almost saved it. It's gonna be horizontal in the middle of the corner.
Well, that was anticlimactic, unfortunately.
Which leaves the closest gap up to the only one within DRS range, which is Gru on Black Hammer.
Yeah.
Battle for current P2, but we'll see what it is after we get through these guys' pit stage. Sean was actually losing a lot of time.
I know, he's now fallen another second behind of Captain America. So it looks like provisionally right now with BK and Captain America, my P1, P2 is intact, essentially.
Well, my P1, P3 would be intact, actually.
Yeah, but my P1, P2 beats your P1, P3.
My P1, P2. Captain America, do the fun. Do the funny thing.
Yeah, the big funny thing, make an upset. As Gru goes into the pits, 14 laps later, he gets off them hard compound tires, so he's going to be on the undercut here for Black Hammer. Severe Scott gets another 3-second time penalty. Red Mask, Black Hammer, currently Gru. It's going to be BK assuming P3. Captain America is going to be assuming P4 after everything is said and done. Gru's going to fall probably back to the realm of Arkaka, I would imagine. Let's see where Gru comes in, or comes out. Raptors passes him for P6.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see Black Hammer and Red Mask try to make that jump onto the sauce that you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, and he falls into the clutches. Arkaka beats him out of the pit lane, so Gru falls in the P8. Arkaka assumes P7. Gru's going to be on those medium compound tires. He's definitely going to be looking to go to the end for sure. There shouldn't be no problem. He can't get 11 laps out of those. If he could get 20 out of medium compound tires in France, he could get 11 out of the mediums in here in Silverstone. As Captain America gets another 3-second time penalty, that devastates his race. He needs to pull another 2.5 seconds on Sean Boyd just to keep P2 provisionally.
So in a situation where Captain America falls behind Sean Boyd, we draw because we both have BK and then both have both of them in our top 3.
I believe so. I would call that a draw. As Gru is in the DRS range of Arkaka somehow. BK Black Hammer gets off those hard compound tires. Let's see what Gru should overtake him.
Tires still not out of the realm of possibility to see Red Mask just run these tires into the ground. But BK is very quickly making a chase towards the current P1 leader.
Yeah, Black Hammer. He is gonna fall behind Gru, I believe. Oh no! Black Hammer's literally right there, and he falls behind. No. Ooh, going into the loop here. Guru does get the overtake done on those worn-in medium compound tires. Black Hammer's gonna have, I think, no, he's not gonna have DRS. Guru has the DRS, so yeah, that undercut on Black Hammer worked to perfection. And he's now got Arkaka sitting in front of him.
Crazy. And Matt's in a really good spot right now. He's only losing about half a second to BK behind him, which is a pretty good spot. He's going to stay out for another lap. I think he's really pounding those tires, hoping to go onto the softs at the end. He is waiting for that late safety car that always seems to come out to show up so he can jump in onto the softs for a free pit stop.
Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting.
Very interesting. He's got a, what's he got?
11-second gap to BK.
Right now he's sitting in a provisional P5.
If he were to pit.
A 29-second pit stop, you'd say?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so Raptors is 28.7 in closing back to Red Mask, so it would be interesting. He might jump Raptors in the pits if he was to pit now, but right now I think Red Mask is going to have the superior strategy should worst come to worst around this track.
Oh yeah. Be very, very interesting to see what these guys, see what happens here with Red Mask and see what these guys do to respond. If there's a safety car here and now, I guarantee you everyone's going to bump onto the soft compound tires. And then completely just ruins... Actually, no, it won't ruin Red Mask's strategy at all. He'll be pitting from the lead and maintaining it.
Oh, as Red Mask is going to spin out at Stowe. Yeah, that's...
Oh, no.
That's not where you want to be.
Oh, boy. That just ruins that entire thought.
And I would not be surprised if we see him dip into the pits.
No!
Stay out. He's really gunning for those soft tires. He's got melted, worn tires, and he is trying to push those things to the limit. Because BK is really quickly going to come up to the back of him. Probably.
Oh, BK was 31.6.
Lap in the process doing that spin.
Sean Boy is 4 seconds, almost 4 seconds clear of Captain America. So, I mean, that 6-second barrier can very well be in play here. I'm actually kind of surprised we haven't seen a safety car yet. Yeah. With all the spins and all the hoopla.
We just got unlucky that all these spins are one-car incidents and one car piles up into another car, into another car.
Ooh, Guru almost loses it going into the loop here. The battle for P6 is on, let me tell you. Between Arkaka, Guru, and Black Hammer here.
Black Hammer got a run out of that corner.
Oh yeah, he got a great jump off of that. I was going to look through his POV, next thing I know, boom. Kiss My LZ with a 3-second time penalty now as well. So both Aston Martins, who were looking great early on, seem to be falling apart by the wayside via penalty here tonight. As Black Hammer is going to have a shot and a half on Arkaka going into Stowe, so we're going to stay on board here with the Alfa Romeo. I almost said Aston Martin. Jeez.
He will not get a better run than Arkaka, so it looks like Arkaka is going to hold him off. We'll see how strong his DRS is. He's actually going to get a launch out of the corner. He's going to be right up on the back and alongside before the corner, and he's going to find himself along through. Arkaka with the switchback, though, so it's going to be fighting down until the last complex of corners.
Yeah, Arkaka, Black Hammer, oh my gosh.
Arkaka thinks better of it.
Yeah, smart idea. Don't want to do Sebastian Vettel and Max Verstappen there. I'm about to Max Verstappen. I don't care anybody on track.
Activate the Honda bench.
But yeah, Black Hammer P6.
Held up a lot by Red Mask here.
Ooh. As Black Hammer hops the curb there, and we have a Black Hammer gets the 3-second time penalty. It looks like on exit as Wiche, Ike, called it quits into the pits. So Ike Jr. Gaming calls it quits into the pits here.
So we'll see as BK is going to try to get a move done on Captain America. This is just helping, or not on Red Mask. This is going to help Captain America because he's in a position where BK is, or he's not going to have to deal with Red Mask in front. But Captain America is finally going to.
Oh, he's.
That's going to be detrimental to Captain America.
Oh, that total idea of going onto the soft compound tires late just went by the wayside because of the penalty.
We'll see if that was the plan, if that was the strategy, and it does seem to be the strategies. Those do look like the soft compound tire. With that 5-second time penalty, it will be interesting. He's only got the 5, so depending on where he comes out, it looks like he's going to come out within that, right behind that pack of cars after that spin.
Yeah, there's that. So yeah, he's going to be inserting himself into the battle for P6, it looks like. Those soft compound tires are going to fire off quick, though.
So, unfortunate set of circumstances for Red Mask. He was, without his spin, he looked like he'd be in front of Raptors at the moment. As looking at it, Raptors is actually slowly falling into the clutches of that group of cars behind. Yeah,
that's going to turn into a cluster before this race is said and done, I would assume. Captain America, as we look at the penalties here, BK is clean. Captain America's got 6 seconds. Sean Boy is 5.5 seconds of that, behind that. So Captain America right now
is really using his ERS, where Sean Boy's sitting at 87. He's just kind of cruise control right now.
Right.
Wait, he's using it down the hanger straight though, trying to keep within that 6-second gap.
Yeah, definitely. Raptors is 12 seconds adrift to that, but he's clean on penalties. Black Hammer has 6 seconds in penalties. Gru's clean. Arkaka has 3. Red Mask has the 5. Severe Scott has 11. LZ has 3. Wood J is clean as Captain America sets the fastest lap with a 31.5. 2 seconds adrift from BK, 5.8. That's the more important one, is the one behind. He might as well concede the win now because he's not going to be able to catch and pass BK and get 6 seconds. It is not happening in 5 laps.
I wouldn't be surprised if we do see some little bit of team play here if BK does slow up a little bit. And back into Sean.
I didn't even think of that. Try to save Sean Boy's ERS if he could. That's not a bad play at all.
Because BK does have the ERS over Captain America, and he does have the cornering speed, so every single part where he'll have to try to fight him, he will get a better run out of the corner. As that's what it looks like it's doing, because the gap is down to 1.5, almost 1.5 seconds, 1.7, 1.6, moving around at 1.7. So he's just kind of
very interesting.
Wait for Captain America to jump.
But yeah, I'm going to go away from the battle from the lead, but I'll keep an eye on it. Arkaka and Black Hammer, or Arkaka, Black Hammer, and Gru battling for P5 currently. Position for Gru and advantage for Gru, given the fact that he has no penalties. And everybody on back, all the way back to Witche, does have penalties, so... As long as Gru can keep it on the island, so to speak, he's going to be on for another top 5. And that would be, what, 3 out of the last 4 races he's had top 5s? As LZ gets another 3 seconds, so that puts him in jeopardy there.
Did he get look like that is the plan. He was slower in all but the final sector. He's lapped 131.9 in the 21st lap, 32.7 in this last lap, so it does look like he is
Red Mask.
Since he's got within a second, Captain America is on BK. So we are going to see a little bit of team games. As Red Mask is going to steal fastest lap off of LZ, or no, BK who had it with the soft tires.
Yeah, Red Mask, I'm not surprised, unfortunately for everybody else on those soft compound tires.
Actually, might come into play if he's far enough back. Jay might actually give Sean Boy some DRS, but I think he's quite a bit too far back. So here comes this. Captain America's going to run all over the curbs again. That's got to be a no warning. As Witch takes 3 seconds trying to hold off Sean Boy, who's behind him, I guess.
Oh boy.
Here comes the DRS from Captain America.
Here comes the moment of truth. Here comes the moment of truth. He's going to fight. BK's going defensive into Stowe. Not surprising, not surprising. Captain America's got the overspeed. Oh my God, Captain America did take the lead here.
BK's just gonna hold him, just try to fight him the entire way and bring Sean Boy back into it.
5.3.
Full ERS to Captain America's 25%.
Yeah, 5.3. The benefit Captain America has is his straight line speed, so if he could keep it together in the corners, he definitely has the overspeed to maintain this.
If jump Black Hammer as well, this is going to be looking forward to.
Oh, BK gets 3 seconds.
But this is that's gonna let Sean Boy in if he can slowly catch up.
Oh, this race is not over yet. We're approaching 2 laps to go. I didn't even realize what lap we were on. Holy crap, this race has been flown by.
The end of the race. This is going to be interesting because not only are these two backing up into Sean Boy, there's a lapped car in the middle of this that's going to be a very interesting obstacle to get around.
Yeah, I just realized that too. Which A is the lap car in question here? We are approaching 2 laps to go here. The gap is going down. Not only to BK, but to Sean Boy.
BK's going to get a run out of this corner. He's going to be right on his tail. ERS, DRS. Captain America with no ERS to use. He's going to try to dive it down the inside. He's going to get there before the corner. BK's going to retake P1. Captain America's going to try to sling it around the outside again, and he will. BK's going to go station and quickly let Sean Boy get back in as Red Mask's going to pick up another 3 seconds. That's going to put him at 8. So he's going to fall back behind Black Hammer by the end of this. But
yeah, that's pretty much going to be as far as he drops tonight. As we go down to 2 laps to go here, Sean Boy's on pace. If BK continues to hold this up, it might be a Sean Boy BK podium. With Captain America sitting in P3.
Again, Captain America with no ERS to use, but BK's going to have ERS and DRS, so it's going to be again right on the back of him.
Oh,
this
man.
Looks like Red Mask makes another spin.
Oh, no, not...
Red Mask is making another spin.
Not Red Mask.
BK's going to fight him around the corner, and he's going to fight him down into Cobb's corner with ERS. Captain America's got none left.
Yeah, here comes the move. BK is going to make the move. Going into Cobb's... Oh, he's going to hold it.
ERS down the straight. He is really playing mind games with Captain America at this point. This is quickly going to let Sean Boy back in. Red Mask sets a big 10-second time penalty, so that's going to be his race done and over with. As here comes BK again with another better line. He's going to have ERS and DRS again. Captain America's still out of ERS, not saving anywhere. It looks like he's going to go down the inside again. It looks like copy-paste of last lap is Captain America's actually going to get stuck behind him, and BK's going to hold on. Red Mask getting
Red Mask, yeah, he is, now he's just starting to cut corners, it looks like. Captain America does lose the lead in the penultimate corner of the penultimate lap here at Silverstone. We are now in the final lap. BK back into the lead here. He was just playing mind games with Captain America. It seemed like those two Haas boys are just absolutely strategically on point. But Captain America is not going to lose P3. As long as he keeps it on the island, that's going to be the worst he does, as Arkaka spins it through Club. And it looks like Red Mask also spun it out of left field. But we are on board here with BK and Captain America as they assume this battle. Or oh, that's a retire on track from Red Mask, by the way. Red Mask.
Is that on track or is that crash? That's a crash.
Okay. That might be a questionable one because he was struggling beforehand. He had time penalties there. So that's something that I may need to look into.
3 seconds, but 9 seconds, and that's going to make all of the work that BK has done even more useful.
Worth it. So, right there. That's going to seal it tonight here, boys. BK is going to win here at Silverstone, barring a miracle. Sean Boy will be P3 on track, but after the penalties of Captain America will be P2 tonight. Again, with another Haas 1-2. Captain America should round out the podium in P3. Yeah, and that's exactly what happens. Captain America P3, another podium. So great job by the Aston Martin, at least one of the Aston Martins, for good recovery from after last week. Raptors is going to be in P4.
I know it's playing into my game, but in this situation, do we just call it a draw, or do we just go to the, like, in this case, we both had 2 drivers in. Would we, instead of going and just giving the draw and making it less work, would we actually just go to the next driver that one of us had?
In my case, it would be LZ. In your case, it would be Raptors.
Like that'd make more sense for us because there's only so many drivers on track. So if every single race that we pick the same 3 drivers, we just top.
Yeah, you know what? I think we might do that. So yeah, we'll give you the win tonight. So you go to 6 and 4. It actually makes more sense, to be honest with you. I'm okay with that.
It is the same way it would work on points because
count back. Right, exactly. But yeah, that is tonight's race. The top 5. I will go through the final results in a minute. As BK, his very familiar spot on the podium, Seanboy P2, Captain America P3, Raptors P4, Group P5, Black Hammer P6, great outing from him, Arkaka P7, Severe Scott P8, KismyLZ P9, and Witjay rounding out the points in P10. He does get a point tonight in that Red Bull. Red Mask P11, Ike Jr. P12, and Carson Chong didn't even make it out of the first lap, unfortunately, here this evening. You want to get our gentleman in for the interviews quick. I know you need...
Oh, I am friends with Captain America. And then...
I know you need a quick interview yourself tonight because... I'm
actually going to dip before you... What is Sean Boy's... Gamer tag?
Sean Boy 788.
No underscore?
No underscore.
Yeah, that'll actually be the end of my... So I'll hand it off to you solo for the end of commentary. I will...
The interviews and
whatnot. I hope you guys
whatnot.
enjoyed the race. I am off. I will see you guys tomorrow for my race in AM2.
Yes, sir. I'll see you tomorrow night, my friend. Just hopefully, BK, Seanboy, Captain America. You got the invites from Mr. E. Warren.
They did. I should be in here. There's BK, there's Captain America, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see Sean Boy right after. Have a good night, everybody. Enjoy. Good podium from you two. Good podium from Sean Boy whenever he gets here. Hell of a race from all of you.
Thank you.
All right. With that being said, there's Warren, Witjay left. Okay, Sean Boy left.
Talk to us.
He and I were talking about it. He has somewhere he has to be. If you hear me on the stream, I went the crack whip thing. His ball and chain, his old lady.
Warren, I will never forgive you.
All right, we're going to the showroom. I will start with the guy that finished P2 on track, P3 in the final results. Captain America getting some much-needed redemption, some much-needed momentum coming back into the Aston Martin camp. You guys, UNLZ, early on, were setting yourselves up to have a fantastic race. For LZ, it was the spins that was his undoing. For you, it was the penalties. Barring that, though, tell me a little bit about your race and what your thought process was when BK kind of... I'll talk about that strat in a minute because I know exactly what he did.
I mean, it's disappointing. It's because it's just the penalties. It's always the penalties with me. So, and especially the last couple laps battling BK catching up in first place. I was like, I'm en route for my first win, and then 2 penalties come. I'm like, damn it. But other than that, it was just a fun race, and I let my LZ pass early on because he had more pace than I do, and I could see DK's just going out in the distance. So until that spin, we were looking at a good 2-3 there for quite some time. So, I'm just happy with the results, especially after Japan. That was just a frustrating race for me and for the team, but we did definitely bounce back.
Well, yeah, you definitely did, and that was definitely a good call letting LZ through. I knew right then and there once he did that, I knew the team play was on. But BK counteracted that with a genius move. I know that was done on purpose, and I know the reason why it was done, and it was for this result, for the Haas 1-2. Because, no offense, Captain America, BK backed up on purpose, knowing that he had the 6 seconds to play with.
I figured. I mean, I thought my tires were going out because I was straddling 5.8. I was like, with 4 laps to go, I can strick it out to 6 seconds easily, with the pace I was on, and what Kevin or whatever his name was telling me over the comms. But I knew fighting with him was just hurting me. But after I got that third penalty, I knew that a third was just there. So I just wanted the experience in battling BK after trying to get up to him the whole entire race. So it's just fun all around.
But yeah, congratulations on your P3, BK. I won't talk about that backup because I know exactly the game plan. But I want to talk to you about early on when LZ caught you. Was that in the game plan? Were you struggling for grip, or was just LZ just that much faster?
It wasn't in the game plan to get caught, if that's what your question is. No, I was just kind of like managing at the start, seeing what Captain America would do and LZ would do, and then decided to try to drop the DRS to let Sean Boy get back in on them. And as soon as I did that, they switched LZ and Captain America, and LZ was on a charge. So I don't know. I was just ready to race him, see who would come out on top, and it was fun for a bit, and then I might have celebrated a little bit when I saw him fly into the pit wall, but no, it was a fun battle up until that point.
I'll be honest with you. Seeing that, I think the Aston Martins had the game plan to eclipse you guys tonight. It just luck was their undoing tonight. But again, you and Sean Boy, P1, P2. I got to do the math. E. Warren did it earlier. I'm pretty sure you guys have one hand, if not both, on the constructor side already. But you guys do have a formidable challenge in these two Aston Martins.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, neither of us really expected this, honestly. If at the start of the season you would have said we'd be on every podium more than halfway through the season, we would have definitely taken it. So we're both surprised with it and definitely both pretty happy. But gotta say the Aston Martins are definitely bringing the challenge the last few races. So I'm excited for the rest of the season.
As am I up here in the booth, and I know E. Warren is too. But with that being said, I don't think Sean Boy is going to join us this evening. So, for our two podium finishers here, BK, Captain America for Sean Boy, for the rest of AM3, this is Deathstorm. Join us tomorrow for XP2. I believe it is 4 o'clock on my end of the country. 8 p.m. or 7 p.m. over in the UK. I'm not entirely sure what their schedule is for that. Then you could join me, E. Warren, and the rest of the AM2 boys tomorrow night, same time, same place here at Silverstone. With that being said, have a great night and great rest of your week, and we'll see you next week.